Hello and welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Emana Amawe. Coming up on the program today, teachers protest in Kwara State, appealing to be paid their salaries under the state government. Experts gather in Akwa Ibom State on managing disasters. And police in Edo State partner with vigilante groups to curb crime. Glad to have you join us. Welcome to the program that brings you news from the north, south, east and west of Nigeria. Now, teachers in Kwara State have protested against continued funding and management of primary school education by the local government councils in the state. The teachers, led by the state chairman of the Nigerian Union of Teachers, Ms. Musa Abubakar, staged a peaceful protest round the Ilorin metropolis. However, they say that they are not against the local government autonomy.
Teachers in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, are rising up against the continued funding and management of primary school education by local councils. Members of the Nigerian Union of Teachers say local government autonomy is a good thing, but the councils do not have the capacity to pay their salaries.
We have seen the danger that is inherent in it, particularly primary education, where you and I belongs, where the downtrodden belongs. And we feel that there is need for us, and as a trade union, to come out to show our position, to let the whole world know that primary education will be at the verge of collapse again under local government authorities. So therefore we are saying that if autonomy is to be granted to local government, all well and good, but primary schools should not be part of it.
The NUT boss in Kwara State says these concerns are being raised now because some teachers working under different local councils in the state have not been paid in the last 4 months. Leaving them at the mercy of the councils will make things worse. At the Government House, the Secretary to the State Government, Isiaka Gold, addresses the teachers.
Honestly speaking, education, primary education remains the foundation of our education. If you don't get it right, we cannot get anything right. That is why we have to support you in your cause. I've gone through, I've seen all the prayers and so on. What we have today, the current situation in the running of primary education is by law, and that if there is going to be anything to change, it has to go through the law, through the process.
Workers' protests of this nature usually tends towards a fight for the payment of salaries owed, but the teachers insist they are battling for the soul of primary education in the country.
In the meantime, the Edo State government has commenced the process of employing a new set of administrative staff for the State Universal Basic Education Board as part of its plan to reform basic education in the state. The state chairman of SUBEB, in an interview with Channels Television in Benin City, the Edo State capital, disclosed that 13,000 people applied for the 200 vacancies which were advertised to be filled in the first phase. He says Governor Godwin Obaseki had transferred all the old staff in the board to other ministries and is employing new ones who will be trained in specific skills to properly position the board for better success.
Gathered here at the State Universal Basic Education Board office in Benin City, the Edo State capital, are applicants who have been invited to write aptitude tests for employment. These are the first set of 13,000 persons who applied for the 200 vacant spaces in the board.
Based on what is happening, based on their structure, what is on ground, I have a confidence that if I do very well today, they will definitely call me.
I got this information through a friend. Then I came last 2 weeks to come and apply for the job. Then on Saturday of it, they sent me a text message. Then I should come for my basic aptitude test around 10 a.m.
The SUBEB chairman, Ali Suleiman, said the employment is part of the reform of the board aimed at injecting new blood into the system following the transfer of all the staff of the board to other ministries.
In the first phase, we are going to take a few persons, maybe say about 200 or thereabout, that are going to man the office. You know, if you are aware that we were asked to transfer all the staff away from SUBEB because the governor wants to massively intervene in basic education. And he's saying that we must clean the oxygen table so as to prepare the place, to make it, to prime it for the intervention we want to do, so that what happened in the past will not happen again, that we have the competence, the skilled manpower to drive the basic education program.
He assured that due diligence is being taken towards ensuring a credible employment process.
The governor has told me clearly, and I have so many phone calls and all that. I know that a lot of persons will call me names, but the governor has told me clearly that he would hate to tell me that he's supported in me. That is giving me a mandate and giving the board a mandate, myself and the special advisor, which he has just appointed, Dr. Joan Oviawe, that if it fails, then we are responsible. That we should ensure anybody that wants any that comes to us for any favor, we should refer the person to him. That the buck ultimately stop on the table.
Those who emerged successful during the aptitude test have to also undergo further tests before a final list for employment will be decided.
These are pensioners in Osun State who have continued their protest against the state government over an alleged plan to divert the second tranche of the Paris Club funds and non-payment of their gratuities. The retirees who began their protest yesterday blocked some major roads today and barricaded the state government secretariat, preventing workers from gaining entry and exiting. Led by their chairman, Ilesomi Omoni, the pensioners under the aegis of Forum of 2011-2012 retirees say their agitations will continue for as long as their demands are not acceded to by the state government.
We will not relent until our money is paid. Gratuity, pension arrears, salary arrears. Nobody should attach this election to our even if he failed to pay by 2008 when the state election we hold, we will continue to agitate for our rights. But before then, we are appealing to well-meaning Nigerians to prevail on this show administrator, the father of Osun State, to pay our people are dying every day. Just last week, 4 of our people died. We buried them. We want this thing to stop. Let him pay our money. That's the only solution to the problem now on ground.
I want to say categorically that the state of Osun is yet to collect the Paris Club refund as at today, as I speak with you. It is not what you collect through the back door or by any hidden means. Definitely, if and when we collect it, you see it, it will be very glaring. As a matter of fact, I'm sure it will be first seen on Ogbeni's face because he loves to live up to his responsibilities, and once he has money to do that, he looks quite different from when he does not.
A 10-man committee has been set up for land use and allocation by Governor Seriake Dixon of Bayelsa State, and the committee is to monitor the provision and sale of land for private, commercial and industrial purposes. The move is expected to curb land racketeering and unplanned development, especially in the Yenagoa metropolis. Governor Dixon says the committee is a special body put in place to advise the government on the use and management of public land.
Doing well. We want to stop a situation where our city grows in an unplanned and uncoordinated fashion. So beginning now, government will be responsible for providing public land and making it available for interested purchasers, whether they are for individual use, or they are for commercial use, or they are for industrial use. So you don't need to go and buy land and then get into litigation.